Alright, what's up, people? This is SiTHFuRioN, and right now, episode 15, Vikings. I am so pumped for this episode, man. I really, really am. This is meant to be the big, well, hopefully, this is going to be the big battle episode that we've been seeing in all the promos with the fire going around as the armies kind of go together. Man, and the topic of the episode's called How. Oh, shit. Like I said last week, I have the utmost faith in Michael Hurst. Like I said, I think the last few episodes is him just kind of moving his pieces into position kind of quickly, maybe. Maybe he's got like certain plans that he has to hit, you know, before he can move forward. He has to move things around quickly. Coming off the back of season 5A, the fallout of Ira winning the war and everyone going to England, and, you know, maybe just he's had to move things around a bit quickly. It is what it is, really, because it's not like I've said before, it's not Game of Thrones where you can kind of just make it up as you go along. He has to hit like certain points in history that are actual historical events. So maybe we're building up to something. I don't know. Okay, one or two quick points, right? First off, Floki and the seer dying and everything. With the fact that Floki was talking to that girl who died and everything, like many of you have been commenting saying that Floki is going to be the new seer. If that happens, just remember 2 years ago when I first started watching this show, we got to that episode where Floki went to see the seer and the seer said, "I've been waiting for you." Floki put his hand out and the seer licked it. I said, oh, is Floki going to be the new seer? Man, people commented was like, "Oh, don't be stupid. Of course he's not going to be the new seer." Like, if this happens, 2-year-old prediction, man. I don't think he'll be like the new seer, because it means that he would have to go back to Kattegat. Or maybe he could just stay in Iceland and be like a seer there and help people in Iceland grow and, you know, and become more one with the gods. I don't know. I think if he does become the seer, then okay. But if he doesn't, I think he will become more in line with the gods, and he'll start channeling the gods a bit more and stuff, you know. That's why he's probably thinking he's going a little bit crazy, you know, doubting things. But yeah, I can definitely see the storyline of Floki evolving more and becoming a bit more than what it is right now, because, like, let's be honest, like I said last week, I think it was just a little simple little sub-story that's been stretched out, and it's been stretched out a bit too much now. I think a lot of people are kind of done with that storyline, you know. So I think a good shake-up going into season 6 is going to be coming. But until then, I think we need to kind of resolve the whole thing with the family and the fact that the one son killed that girl. The mother had something to do with it. That's why Floki pushed the whole family out. And I think internally they will argue and bicker, and it will come to light who actually did it and everything. Yeah, I can see something happening there for the rest of this season, sadly. And then going into season 6, I think it will be a massive shake-up with the Floki storyline. But yeah, the other thing is that woman who Howard Finehair was checking out, the one who seemed to be married to the bald-headed guy in York. Like, I didn't notice when I was filming, because I'm trying to pay attention to everything else. But I noticed it when I was editing, and a few people commented on the video as well, that that's the same girl that was standing behind Beyond in all the promos of the battle and shit, right? Or maybe not this battle, but like some battle, there's something where she's standing behind Bjorn and he's got makeup on and everything. But man, so many people commented on my reaction for the promo that it was Thuron. Thuron was back, and it's like, no, she's not back, she's long gone. Then it was somebody new, and I said it might be a possible new love interest. That could still be a possibility, that she might end up hooking up with Bjorn, because we know that he is a bit of a ladies' man now. But still, I think her and Howard Finehair had a bit of chemistry. And I can't remember if I said it last week or not, but I reckon once they start trying to attack Wessex, I can see the bald-headed guy dying in some way, and she'll end up with Howard Finehair. I'm pretty sure I said that last week. But now, in hindsight, we know that she ends up standing behind Bjorn. At some point, she goes from this team to that team. You know, and I'm kind of interested in seeing how Maybe she'll get captured. Maybe she'll get wounded in battle. Because if they're gonna have a big like war now, like maybe she'll end up being taken prisoner. Maybe she'll get wounded in the battle, and that's how she'll get to know Bjorn. Only other thing I could think of is the possibility that both teams come together to defeat Ivor, because we know Howard Finehair wants to go back to Kattegat and overthrow Ivor, you know what I mean? So maybe Bjorn will seize the opportunity and get in revenge. But at some point she goes from this side to that side and she's with Bjorn. As far as the War of Brothers, once again, this show and brothers, Athelred and Alfred, I don't know. I think either Michael Hirst just has this kind of a hard-on for like brothers at war, or it might be like a misdirect, because we've had it so many times. It's a bit obvious now if they do it again. You know, we've had it with Rollo and Ragnar. We've had it with Howard Finehair and Halfdan. We've had it with Ivor and every other one of these brothers. So to have it with Alfred and Athelred, I think the fact that he hesitated and he didn't like make a move when they had that meeting in the hall, I think says a lot. It shows that he maybe he truly does care for his brother. I hope so, man, because I'm kind of done with brothers being at war with this show, man. It's like, can we have some other kind of concept? I think the Ragnar sons being at war is the only kind of storyline we need of brothers going at it. You know what I mean? Oh man, I'm so eager to check this out. So we're gonna get into this, episode 15, season 5. Whew, let's do this, man. Well, they're gonna get rid of the body quick. I wonder if there'll be some kind of fallout from this. You know, Ivor killing the seer, calling himself a god when he's not. Could that anger the gods?
Somebody has tried to kill him? We need to know who and why. Otherwise, the gods are not going to.
You cannot speak on behalf of the gods, SiTHFuRion. Only I can.
Say.
Never hesitate.
Oh my god. Oh.
Good.
I want more of that, man. I could literally have a whole like episode of them two together in the woods. Like, oh my god, man. Just them two, just yes. More.
I must renounce you. I must renounce our love.
What?
I don't understand.
The Lord came to me last night. He showed me a vision of hell. In my vision, the Lord our God spoke to me. He told me that I must renounce my sinful ways once and for all, or I would never see his divine face. Only the screams and lamentations of the damned.
Shit.
I think you always loved your Lord, your God, more than you ever loved me. I don't think you ever did love me.
See, he generally seems torn up over it, so I'm guessing he really does or did love Lagertha, you know? But now he's having like a crisis of faith and...
Care for each other. I've heard it said in battle, no one is more important than your own brother.
Now we must go and face the day.
I really hope we can trust him. I Fucking, the last thing you want to have in the middle of a battle is to be stabbed in the back by your own brother. You know what I mean? Literally. Oh man. They're setting it up, man. The excitement for this battle is getting silly.
My lord Cunningham,
Yes, sir.
you'll not be leaving with us today.
Why on earth?
Because you are arrested. For
Oh
treason.
shit. Oh shit. Is Judith gonna try and find out who's he been working with?
We must test your innocence.
Test.
They're gonna torture him.
We will torture you to see if you're telling the truth.
Oh shit.
And that was your mistake, my lord. Thinking me a gentle lady.
The only downside though, if he does snitch, he's gonna be giving up her son. You know what I mean? Oh no.
You never drove us out of Kattegat. What are we supposed to do? King Alfred offered us protection on the lands in England my father fought for.
I understand. Skull.
Has he been sent in to try and like arrange like a peaceful resolution instead of going to war?
Tell us the weight you need in gold and silver to go and leave Wessex.
Really?
Very well. Come back tomorrow and I will tell you and your Christian friends what you must pay.
Is this how they come together? Both sides? Because like I said, he wants to overthrow Ivor. Bjorn wants revenge on Ivor, so...
Were you part of a conspiracy and who else was involved?
Shit. He's gonna squeal at some point, man, isn't he? He's gonna give up the names.
I didn't want to fight alongside King Alfred.
The king is with his army.
Yes.
At least you have taught me something useful.
See, all he wants is fucking revenge, man.
While we have been waiting here, they have moved their entire army around our flanks and are now almost certainly positioned in the very place they had already chosen for the battleground.
Oh.
We must turn back and face them.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Here we go, man. This episode so far has been really fucking good. Really good. Oh man.
God works in mysterious ways.
What?
Each one of you, ask yourselves, do you know his ways? Can you be so sure as to know the divine mind that guides all things?
Wow. It was like Heckman's dream.
King Harold, why is the ground burned?
Why is the ground burned? Why is the ground burned?
Wow. He's standing with them.
Amen.
Could Magnus take Lagertha down? You know, killed by a son of Ragnar. Could this be it?
To battle! For Christ, for Wessex, and for England!
fucking go, man. Wow. Hands down, best episode all of season 5B so far, man. Big epic battle, it's like, who's gonna fall? Someone's gotta fall. I don't think it'll be Lagertha because it hasn't really like focused on her. I don't know. I said it, then he would die and she would end up with Howard Finehair.
What's wrong with you? The gods are watching!
She's a fucking badass, man.
You have no courage, and you will find no faith!
She's a badass, man. Fuck, you know. He's scary, man. Beyond he's fucking scary. Oh shit! I was thinking maybe Uber would come in, but okay.
Long live the king.
Yeah, man. I think he's with it now, but it's still gonna come out that he was plotting against his own brother. You know what I mean? Oh man.
The great warrior Haethmund, staunch defender of our faith.
Does something happen to him now? Because I'm just getting like a hero kind of moment. Really? I was thinking maybe he dies like trying to save Lagertha. No way. Have we really lost Haethmund? Have we really lost Haethmund?
We have suffered a most grievous loss of this great and noble man. Bishop Haethmund. He rests at peace now with God. We mourn his passing, but we know that he has gone to a far better place.
Every time I start liking the character. Ooh. She's that much of a badass that she actually cut beyond Einstein. Is that the first time he's ever really been touched in combat? Well, apart from when they got when he got hit by some arrows in Paris. We've never really seen him get wounded in battle. I said it! Oh my god, oh my god. She would get captured or something.
I swear to you, there could be no victory either. Without these Northmen who have embraced our cause and our God.
Okay, where's Lagertha?
This is not her. My mother always carried Thor's hammer around her waist.
Was she gone?
I don't think we are going to find her.
What? What, so she just upped and left after Haethmund died? But I knew, like, that girl, right, she's too much of a badass, and the way the way Bjorn looked at her, like, okay, you wounded me. Like, he's got respect for her type of shit, you know?
You need to hear me.
Yeah, the guy snitched, eh?
The conspiracy against you. Those who wish to overthrow and kill you. I know their names.
Good. Then we can arrest and hang them.
SiTHFuRiON is their leader.
Oof. It sucks, man, because he came through in the battle. And not having him so angry and pissed off, he seems like he could be a cool character. Like, come on. God damn it.
And one day, not so far away, the name Jesus Christ will be utterly forgotten.
Okay, bit of a weird ending. The end like that. Okay. Like I said, hands down, the best episode we've had all of season 5B. Just, oh my god. Oh my god. I caught it, then I caught it. It's just moving the pieces, setting stuff up, and I got faith in Michael Hurst, man. I got faith. That was a damn good episode, man. Like I said last week, I think the first few episodes, or possibly this whole entire season, is just Michael Hurst moving his pieces, ready to go. Well, the whole thing with Athelred and Alfred, right? Like I said, I think it's a bit too obvious to have two more brothers at war. I thought with the way that it was played out last week, I thought like he's finally come around, like, okay, like, you're worthy of being king, I've got your back, you know. But it still don't change the fact that he was plotting against his own brother, you know. Maybe they'll have it out, maybe they'll talk it out, maybe... Like I said, just one or two moments there where he was smiling and he wasn't so angry and pissed off. He seemed like he was kind of like a cool character. Like, I would like to see these brothers actually grow together and... Yeah, man. Just gotta wait and see how that plays out now. But Heckman. We've lost Heckman. What the fuck? So what was he in? 15... or technically 16 episodes if you count the season finale of season 4. I don't know, I just got this feeling like his character didn't really... I'm trying to find the right term for it, but I think it's more like his character didn't have like a proper payoff. You know what I mean? But then again, so didn't Margaret. Her character didn't really have a big payoff at the end. But then again, that's not the first time we've had this kind of thing happen with this show, you know what I mean? Like, think back to... God, what was her name now? The girl who was giving Ragnar drugs. Like, she was there, the whole setup of her being the Emperor's daughter and this, that, da-da-da-da, and then just killed off. No big payoff, you know what I mean? I guess the only real payoff was to get Lagerford to drop her guard to somebody yet again and for them to leave her or betray her in some type of way. But I really honestly thought, like, he was having this kind of like hero moment, the music and with Alfred doing that beautiful like close-up shot of his face covered in blood and he's doing this dialogue. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, hero moment, this is him like, but he's going to sacrifice himself for Lagerford and show that he truly did love her and that he was willing to sacrifice himself to save her and you know. And in a way, like, I think if they did do that, then it would make his character arc a bit better, because he was talking about how like his sin is temptation and everything, and he's gonna go to hell unless he like turns his back on his love for Lagertha and everything. If he sacrificed himself for somebody else, you know, wouldn't that be kind of like instant like welcome to heaven type of thing? You know what I mean? Self-sacrifice. Because I'm sure that's the thing, and it's been used in movies in the past, right? That someone was damned to go to hell and then they sacrificed themselves and they could go to heaven. God, what was that film now? Yeah, I think they could have done something there. Like, he got hit by a few arrows, and then like Lagerfeld was down and wounded, and someone was going to come to finish her off, and he dove in and saved her. It might have been a bit kind of cringy, but having them have like a moment, you know, before he dies, you know, in the middle of all the battle and everything, that could have been cool. But I think the way that they played it off was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So Lagertha's now just disappeared. I guess she just walked away from the battle. It'll be interesting if we don't see her again, probably all season, and bring her back in season 6. As far as Magnus, like I said, man, all he wants is revenge against fucking Alfred and the whole royal family and everything, you know what I mean? And he's willing to stand by whoever. You know what I mean? He span a bunch of lies to try and manipulate Bjorn and get on their side, trying to be the snake in the grass to try and get them to turn on Alfred and everything, and it didn't work. So he's jumped fucking ship, and now he's literally with fucking Howard Finehair. You know what I mean? He's a snake. He's a snake. You can't trust him at all. And I called it from the first moment we saw him. As far as Ivor and everything, like, I'm sure I said it last week. I ramble so much and I end up cutting out so much shit. But I'm sure I said about how, like, they're putting so much fluff up his arse. Like, they're bigging him up to be this big bad thing, this god that everybody fears and everything. But he's going to have some downfall. He's going to have something is going to happen that's going to bring him back down to earth, humanize him again. And I can't remember if I actually said this, but I did think it's like Cersei from Game of Thrones. I can't see him walking through the streets of Kattegat naked and people throwing shit at him, but I can see something like that. Especially, like, I didn't clock onto it when I was watching it, but editing, the seer said that I see garbage. You're just garbage. So I think, like, people are just going to be throwing shit at him. You know, he's going to become a disgrace. Like, you're not a god, you're a joke. And people are throwing shit at him or something. I don't know. I can see something definitely happen there. I can definitely see Ivor having a downfall. Because, like, they're setting it up. There's going to be a downfall. There's got to be some type of downfall. And, like, I do know a little bit about the actual historical Ivor the Boneless. But I don't know how close Michael Hurst is going to use actual historical stuff. Because, like, let's be honest, there's stuff that he's kind of picking and choosing sometimes, like Sigurd Snake in the Eye was a great Viking, but yet they killed him off, you know what I mean? So I don't know how close he's going to be keeping it to the actual historical Ivor, but Ivor ends up going to Ireland, so I don't know, like, that could be spoilers. I don't know, this is just, I'm just talking about historical shit, but this could be the kind of setup for him to leave Kattegat as a disgrace, a joke. Especially if Howard Finehair wants to come and overthrow. I don't know, man. Like I said, I could just see Ivor being set up for a downfall. And the whole thing with Frades being the snake in his skull and everything, it's... he's got a downfall coming his way. And as we know that there is a shot of Fitzek standing with Bjorn, so... I guess at some point Bjorn does go back to Kattegat and there's a battle there or something, like. And talking about Bjorn, right, and that girl, I fucking called it, man. I called it. Like, she was a proper badass, man. But I honestly thought that she would end up going off with Howard Finehair. Because just the chemistry between them two was just... almost like his look has finally fucking changed and he's finally going to have a strong woman at his side that's going to give him sons, you know. And, like, actually, I kind of want that for him. I kind of want it for him. Like, if she ends up with Bjorn now, then okay, fine, but how many women have Bjorn got with and had kids with and stuff, you know what I mean? I kind of want Howard Finehair to have something, you know? I want to see Howard Finehair happy, man. But yeah, I think Bjorn kept her alive because just that look on her face when she cut his face, like, he was like, Okay. You're a good warrior, like shit. And I am right. This is the first time Bjorn has actually been truly wounded in battle. Because like the arrows in like season 4 attacking Paris, I don't really count that. You know, because anyone from a distance could fire that off, you know what I mean? And that's like me saying, oh, I can defeat Mike Tyson with a firearm. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think we've ever seen Bjorn getting wounded in battle. So that's kind of a big thing. Nothing of Floki in this episode. And I love Floki, but I'm kind of glad about it because I think it would have broke the flow of the episode. You know, the whole flow of the episode was building up for the battle and the battle and everything. And the only times we cut back to Ivor was right at the start and right at the end. Really. Like that middle section of the battle was beautiful, man. And I think if you stuck in a few little shots here of Floki in Iceland and stuff, I think it would have kind of broke the actual flow of the episode, you know. But then it does also mean that the next episode could be heavily focused in Iceland and dealing with Floki and the settlers and everything there. Or they'll probably just stretch it out over the next 5 episodes yet again. But yeah, like I said, best episode of season 5B so far. Like that episode for me is Vikings going back to its A game. You know what I mean? Oh, I fucking love this show, man. I love this show. I love the chemistry of Alfred and Uber. Like, I can see them, like... I'm not gonna lie, there was one moment, like, when they were building up for the battle and Uber walked into the room and they kind of got really close to each other, and there was a whole conversation about how, like, you think this plan's going to work, we're going to be killing our own men. Of course, they meant with the catapults. And that's why I think, like, a lot of the ground was burnt, because maybe they were testing, like, the distance. Possibly. They know that, like, that's, like, the danger zone. Possibly. But they got so close. Like, I don't know. I just... Goes back to my theory that I've had before, that Alfred could possibly be gay. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking... Could he lean in for a kiss? Could he lean in for a kiss? Hey, not that there's anything wrong with it, man. But damn. I do like their chemistry though, man. And like I said, I could definitely have just an episode of them two together in the woods, kind of like looking after each other and talking about the gods and fighting and, you know, hell yeah, man. I want more of them two together, I really do. And when Alfred's wife, the queen, like, came along and put the crown on his head and she got kind of upset, like, part of me thought she was going to say that she was pregnant. Yeah, like, I thought she was going to, like, turn to him, put the crown on, kind of get all upset and say, like, go to this battle, be victorious, and come back to me because this child is going to need a father. Or something like that, you know what I mean? I thought... But then it would have kind of come up like, well, who's the daddy? Alfred, Bjorn, like, who could it be? If that baby comes out beastie with blonde hair, like, oh shit. Alfred's really growing on me. I'm not gonna lie, Alfred is really growing on me. Like, just those shots, like I said, like the close-up shots, his face covered in blood and crying and delivering this dialogue, just, Alfred's really growing on me. I love this shit, man. I really do. That was episode 15, season 5. One more week down. Oh, man, 5 more weeks to go. We're only halfway through, man. Halfway through. Alright, give this video a thumb up if you like it. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And subscribe if you haven't already, man. Alright, I've been SiTHFuRioN. I'll catch you in the next one, man.